Great news to talk about in the world of sports, and we shall continue to do so right now. Of course, what I'm referring to is a few weeks ago I talked to you about how the NFL and the NHL were both suffering from identity crises because their faces of their leagues are on the shelf. Well, Sid the Kid Crosby got clearance to start have contact in hockey, and so the NHL just got a huge boost by getting one of its star players back. It would have been an absolute disaster had he had to retire before his time because of concussions, and concussions are very serious. But we are very, very pleased and very, very excited, and we hope and pray that he has a healthy season. He knows he's going to get hit, and hopefully he will stay upright and have no more concussions this season and lead his team back to the prominence that it once had. Some more really, really good news. Brian Stowe, the gentleman who was attacked on opening day out here in Los Angeles when the Giants took on the Dodgers, apparently his rehab is going extremely well. They've moved him out of the hospital that he was in. And so as he continues to progress, as he continues to get better, we will continue to report it because it's a good feel-good story, and hopefully soon enough he'll be able to function without the help of doctors. So he's also in our prayers. Some more good. Auburn University has got to be thanking its lucky stars that it escaped further investigation and sanctions as the NCAA has cleared them and any wrongdoing for any major scandal involving the Cam Newton saga, as well as a few other crazy sagas that were plaguing that university. I still think there's more to come. I think the story is still bizarre how a guy can hold one university hostage and all of a sudden just go to Auburn. Hey, it is what it is. And congrats to the Minnesota Lynx as they won the WNBA title. Simone Augustus was absolutely Jordan-esque as no one could cover her, and she allowed her team. They were down in a lot of games, and they just kept coming back riding her jump shot. And Maya Moore's legend will continue to grow because of the fact that she's a winner no matter where she plays, whether it's in college, whether it's in the pros. She just wins. Now Atlanta, you got to give them their dap. They were there 2 years in a row. They just need to get a third scorer. They got two good players that can get the baskets for them, but they can get a third scorer. Maybe next season they'll compete for the WNBA championship again, and instead of competing for it, maybe this time winning it. And two more quick goods. Jimmy Johnson is back doing what Jimmy Johnson does. He's won yet another race. He's put himself in the top three in contention for the Sprint Cup. And I know a lot of people follow NASCAR around this country. It's a huge deal because he does very well on this track in Charlotte. I believe they are this week, and he's won 6 times there. And so the other drivers are probably saying to themselves, here we go again. But as Kurt Busch said, I believe the other day, he said, you know what, when we start, actually it was Denny Hamlin who said, we need to start focusing on ourselves and stop focusing on what he's doing. Because the more we focus in on him, he just drives past us. So, talk is cheap. Just get it done. And Tiger Woods, folks, finally put 3 consecutive rounds of golf good for the first time since the Masters, I believe, where he shot under par. Now, we'll talk about a crazy Tiger Woods story, in the next segment. But it's good for golf that Tiger Woods is back playing again. And his progress will continue to go forward as he continues in his quest to become the all-time majors winner and also the all-time winningest golfer in the history of the game. It's good to see that he's putting things back together, and we wish him well. This weekend is a huge fight as Bernard Hopkins is fighting to try to take the championship away. Hopefully this fight will be more exciting than it was the last time. It was pretty dull. Hopkins tends to always fight better the second time around. The person he's fighting, his name escapes me right now, and my internet's down, so I'm sure you guys all know who I'm talking about, but it should be a fun fight because Hopkins is going to come to fight this time, and hopefully he will give the fans what the fans want. We like the executioner, and hopefully he'll get it done. And we'll be back to talk about the bad in sports and talk about some fantasy football as well on 89.7 KLAS FM after this.